I am Shay Russell for mining.com.au, and joining me today is Dan Denbow, the CEO of Signature Resources. Dan, it's great to have you on. How are you?
I'm great, and thank you for having me. It's a great time to be out there.
Now, one of the things I love is talking about historical gold projects, and you have one in Canada. Can you please introduce everybody to where your gold project is and its history that it brings with it?
Sure. So Signature Resources owns or controls a 32-kilometer greenstone belt in northwest Ontario, right next to the Manitoba border. We're about 300 kilometers north of the Red Lake mine that everybody knows about 200 kilometers to the northwest of Musselwhite, which has just transacted and been sold to Orla Mining. It's been in operations for a couple of decades now, so it's very nearby. And then just to our northeast is Monument Bay, which was worked on by Yamana Gold, which was acquired by Agnico, and then has been sold recently too, and that's about 40 kilometers to our northeast. The Greenstone Belt had the Lingman Lake mine, which was found in the 1940s. They tried to put it in production in the 40s. They built a shaft. They built some underground workings. Inflation, other issues. It was never actually put in production. They produced about 60,000 ounces of gold from that mine, but it never really went very far past that. It fell apart. It's been worked again in the 70s and 80s. Anytime you see a spike in gold price, it's been worked on. And then it was really been trying to move it forward since 2013. And now we're kind of at the cusp of moving it forward. It's a great area. We are really remote, but we do have power that was just run 40 kilometers from us from the Ontario generation grid. So we'll be able to connect to that when it is time to build a mine. Everything else still, though, I will say, is fly in, fly out. But hopefully roads will be coming our way because they're connecting the First Nations groups that are near us.
I love gold projects that come with a little bit of history, as this one does. But tell me, what work have you done to date to bring the project to its current stage?
So it's had a significant amount of drilling done on even since the 1940s. Fortunately, the 40s was done with AX core, which is too small. We don't have the core itself, so we couldn't really use it when doing our studies. But it's been drilled significantly since then for very early stage that we're at. We did do 4,700 meters drilling last year. It has about 28,000 meters done before that on the property itself. And then we look forward to doing probably about 6,000 meters of drilling this coming year once we get our resource out.
Once you get your resource out, that sounds like there's some upcoming news investors can look forward to hearing.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time. It's a great time for investors to be getting involved in Signature because we've been working to advance our initial 43101 study. This maiden resource is going to really prove that this ground is valuable, is worth working on, but that there's a lot of work to be done because there's lots of expansion opportunities. It's really only been drilled down to 200 meters or so. Anybody who knows the Red Lake mine I mentioned or some of these others, they're very deep, over a kilometer deep. We're really only looking at a pit right now that's going to be in the resource study of 200 meters. We would expect this thing will go a lot deeper. We need to find the source of it. That's what part of the drilling's for. The other great thing about the potential is it's still open east and west along strike as well. So we have work to do laterally. We have work to do down below. And then, as I said, we own this greenstone belt. We control 32-kilometer wide greenstone belt. Lingman may be just a mine on the district. It may not be the best one. We may have several other mines that could be found on this greenstone belt as well. So we're really in the early stages. I think it's great. I think it's opportunistic. But the resource is really going to prove to people and maybe even strategic investors that this is a great place that you should be doing some work.
That sounds fantastic to have a project that's open along the surface and still open at the bottom. It does hint at a lot of hidden potential here. Listen, Dan, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing that resource. It was great to have you on.
Thank you very much.